It's November 20th, the last day of the first Illinois gun season. I went out this morning. It's raining, cold, windy, didn't see nothing. We walked the farm a little bit on another farm that we had permission to hunt, and we just wasn't seeing them over there. We didn't see any deer, didn't kick any up, so we switched farms. We headed back north about, we're probably about a mile away from the other place we was hunting, and Jason, he said, you need to hunt food sources now. He said they'll be out there in the food. So Luke and I came in here. I didn't have a set hung on the south end of this field because we have a north wind. So him and I came in here, hung these sets, and so we'll sit here and see if we see anything. The wind's out of the north, and we got a wheat field behind us here, and if they come out, we should be able to get a pretty good shot at them. So stay tuned on the Edge Outdoors.
He's coming right to us, man. Here he comes. He's angling in here, man. I got him. Yep, that's the same one. I can't shoot, he's facing me. Yeah, I know. I'm on him whenever you're ready, though. Let me know before you shoot. He's a good deer. Ready? Well, kill him whenever. I had one chance, but damn, too flat. I have a window right here. To my right, to the left. He's just feeding around in there. He's working to us now. Right. No, he's behind a tree. He's behind a tree. Easy. He's still coming to us, man.
Luke and I was sitting here, we just talking back and forth. It was a little bit after 3, and I told Luke, I said, hey, there's a deer coming. I thought it was a doe, and he goes, no, it's a buck, and he says, it's a pretty nice one. And I grunted, and doe bleed a little bit with him, and he circled around, came over here next to the edge of the wheat field, couldn't get a good shot at him, and he walked away, and we were just sitting here talking again, and I looked to my right, and there he was, like 50 yards away. And I said, Luke, Luke. So Luke got back on him, and he was coming right in at me. So I took a shot. Luke said he thought he heard him go down, so we'll give it another half hour or so and see what happens. We don't want to push him. He's a pretty good deer, good time length, so... On November the 20th, it was first season Illinois shotgun season. We came out here. It was a beautiful evening, hardly any wind, and Luke Holthouse, the cameraman, and myself was out here. It was about 3:30, and I told him, I said, hey, I see a doe coming through the woods, and he said, no, it's not a doe, it's a nice buck. So it came in, I grunted, did some doe bleeding. He circled around, tried to get downwind, couldn't get any wind of us, went back in the woods. About an hour later, I told Luke, I said, hey, there he is. And he came back out, and at the time I thought I put a pretty good shot on him. And so I fired one off, ran away,
we gave it about a half hour, 45 minutes, and it started raining. And I said, hey, we better get down and see if we can't find any blood. We got down, found blood, and it just kept raining and raining, and all of a sudden we started losing all the blood. We looked that night for probably another hour or so, went home, got dried off. Jason called me and said, hey, let's go look for that buck. So Jason and a couple other buddies came out with their coon lights. We looked for another 2 more hours that night, still couldn't find anything. And Thanksgiving morning, I told Jason, I said, hey, let's go look for that buck again. And we looked for the buck, and we walked and walked and walked. And from the way we shot him, last we seen him, we thought he was heading northeast. And I got a call the other day at school from the guy that hunts the other property next to us and said that he found my buck. So we're going to go in here and see what he looks like and put a tag on him. I called DNR already. They gave me a confirmation number, and we're going to tag it and see what he looks like. So stay tuned. Well, here he is. We found him. The crazy thing is, when we came back down here on Thanksgiving morning, we started walking probably 20, 30 yards from this deer. So we thought he went north. Here he is. I put a pretty good shot on him. Double lunged him, but with the rain washing away the blood, we just had a hard time tracking him. But it's bad that the meat's bad, but I'm glad that we found him. So
I am a middle school teacher, and I believe in lifelong learners. When hunting in the outdoors, I am the student, and I'm always learning from the good and the bad.
Well, there he is. We got the head cut off. The meat, of course, is no good. It's a shame that we couldn't find him earlier, but sometimes that happens, and you learn from your mistakes and learn from the good and the bad. So
there's what she's about. Friends, the outdoors, and fellowship. Camaraderie. That's why we do what we do.